Hey guys, thanks for tuning back and Luke's Vintage Art Sticker Restorations. As you can tell, the Radio Shack Red Arrow is finally done. I think it turned out pretty cool. It's the red I like. It's a lot darker than the red that was on the car originally. Just looks a little more attractive to me. These, if you do them too much, it can start to look a little toy-like, and I wanted to break that down a little bit. So decals have been redone a bit, and everything went together pretty cool. I added a little carbon fiber to the car, made some mods like here in the area, cut this section out so you can see the driver a little bit better. Couldn't see him before. Open up the vents that was on there on the side. So just really cool. Made some more Radio Shack decals to put on the back and on the front. Made brushless decal for the sides. That way you can tell it's brushless. The vintage Tamiya rims, the large star ones, look really good. Painted those black. Painted the front Tamiya Grasshopper rims black. Painted the driver. So it just all turned out really well. Super stoked. If you haven't seen part one, you'll see what we were working with. Let's go inside and check it out. So here's what's inside of it. The brushless ESC is in the middle of the car. And we're using the existing on and off switch with the ESC. I took the old one out because it was starting to get a little finicky, so we didn't use that. We're using the original ESC on and off switch. It looks really good, fits nice. And then the ESC's in. I mean, the servo's in right in front of the ESC, and then we got the leads going all the way from the front to in here in a little compartment that Radio Shack had for batteries for the Red Arrow. We're just using that to keep the receiver in, and then I cut a little opening to insert the connectors. Also have a little side window so you can see where the connectors are going to. So really sharp. Only downfall with this car I would say is just the shocks are real stiff, and I got to redo the front ones. Front ones aren't as bad, but the back one is like really hard. But if you hit a heavy bump, it does compress a little bit, but I'll probably change that out in the future. I might even just do away with the one shock and do a dual setup somehow. But that's later on. So turned out really good. I couldn't ask for anything better on it, and I'm super stoked. So if you haven't seen part one, please check part one out. You'll see what we were working with. So happy now I have a Red Arrow modified brushless to go with the Golden Arrow modified brushless too. All right, so now we're gonna go straight into the running portion of the video. Alrighty guys, so now it's time to dig in the Red Arrow. So we're gonna start taking this thing apart. I got all my tools ready, and then we're gonna see about getting some of these stickers off using a little heat gun there. Alrighty guys, as you can tell, I got all the decals off the car. I gotta clean the body really well. Let's talk about the decals. Sometimes you're able to save them. I came close to saving all of them. This one's gonna need a little doctoring. Once we print it out, we can repair it. These look great. This turned out really good. So did its mate. I guess gotta clean it a little bit, a little dirty. And then this turbo one came out good, but this one not so good for the other side. All right, so now it's just time to disassemble the rear end. All right, so there we are. Let's go ahead and pull this piece off first, if we can. There we go. This here. We're gonna slowly pull this off. All right, so now we can sort of see it's inside here, how it looks. All right, let's go to this other section and turn this around. Pull this piece off. like that. It's got a little pin here. Go back here. Let's push this pin out. Place it right there with that. And then we're going to push this forward. Just like that. And so we can even turn around if we have to. Got the gear off. Place it right here. Pulls out slowly. Like that. So it looks like it's got a gear. And then like a little spacer. All right, we got the spur, internal spur gear. Pull that out slowly. There's the motor pinion gear. All I'm gonna do now is unscrew these bolts and pull that bushing. All right, so now we got the engine pushed out. Basically, I just pushed it outward. Pull out the threadless screw. Put that over there. And then we need to check this little gizmo out here. Let's push this in, just like that. Slowly pull that out, just like that. Look inside here. And the bushing came out, and that's part of this differential. All right, so now I got everything pulled apart. All right, so now what I gotta do is remove the pinion off this motor. All right, so now we're gonna get ready to pull the pinion off the motor. Got everything set up. I'm gonna hold steady. We're just gonna apply pressure. And when I do this, I back off. I put a little pressure, I back off. A little pressure, back off. Back off a bit. I think we're good. There we go. All right, so we have to put the brushless motor inside the housing, but in order to do that, I have to modify the motor mount area. So what I did was I cut just a little bit of material right back here. Or now getting ready to fit the pinion onto the motor shaft. So right here, we're going to cut this little zone out. It's almost like an impressed plastic zone. It's gonna allow a lot more light inside the cockpit. I'll be able to see the driver a little better. And then we're just gonna cut these tri-slots out right there. Got this all cut up and cleaned out, that little zone. And then we got our vents done. So now, off to paint. The hub is unique to the Red Arrow because, check this out. Right here. That part of the shaft goes into here, almost like a key kind of thing. So it just stays on here and locks on. This is the Tamiya hub that everybody uses for Tamiya Grasshopper, which is a normal one. Obviously, it won't go on here, but even if it was, it uses a pin. There's no pinhole or anything like that here. So you can't use this, but you can modify this one. And that's what I did here. Also, you won't be able to use this one with the existing Grasshopper rim or Hornet rim. I know it's a bummer. You'd have to modify it in some crazy way because this is so small, the inside, and this hub is so large. It's about the diameter of the back of the Grasshopper rim, almost. So that's a no-go. But what I found works is the Fast Attack vehicle rim. So that just locks onto here and you're good to go. Also, you can obviously use the stock ones. Stock wheels work for it, obviously. But what I want to show you is this is a Tamiya Super Brat tire that fits perfectly on the Red Arrow. All right, so now we got everything cleaned up and washed. All right, so what we're doing right now is installing the servo and getting that all set up correctly. You need to use the original servo horn if you can. You can also, find an aftermarket one if you want to, but I'm using an existing one with actually a Futaba adapter on the back. Alrighty, as you can tell, we got the chassis all done up. Looks good, very clean. Pretty happy. I made a couple little holes here. That way I can see where when you put in the servo leads in here, if this one blows up or whatever, you can sort of see it. So I have two little windows. You don't have to do that, but I just did. That's where I keep the receiver, is in this top section. And then the cage is painted up, looks good. I went ahead and got all the decals on the body. It looks really good. It definitely darkened up a bit. Got the carbon fiber decals on here, looking sharp. So yeah, now we're just gonna go and get the run video. All right, so let's go ahead and do the running video. All right, let's go ahead and get a speed check on this bad boy. I'm thinking speed's gonna be around 24, which would still be great because the stock speed's 15 miles an hour, so. All right, so we're based off 0. Let's go ahead and see what she goes. So place your guesses right now on it. Get it as far as out there as I can. Now, remember, we're only doing 2S right now, so. Let's see what we got. Looks like 30 miles an hour. Not bad, guys, not bad. Let's go ahead and just do our normal runs. All right, let's have some fun. So the speed's really good. I wouldn't want to go too much faster. Maybe in the future we'll do a 3S. Speed will probably be in the 40s then. Remember, you're just trying to save the gears. You don't want to kill them. Speed on this thing was only 15 miles an hour at the, from the start. Let's get a little fish with a little tail here. How? Man, that thing rips. Well, I'm glad to see it runs good. It's a happy little car. That's gonna do it. All right, that's gonna be a wrap on this bad boy. I want to appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Please hit a like, and I would love it for you to subscribe. I know he would too. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one.